Have they not learned anything, the Brazilian authorities? Because we saw it in the Libertadores as well, that kind of thing is unacceptable.
Yeah, it's a major oversight from the Brazilian Federation.
Fala, apaixonados por futebol, bem-vindos ao canal. A confusão entre torcedores no jogo entre Brasil e Argentina pegou muito mal para a CBF e para a Conmebol. As críticas ao péssimo planejamento na distribuição dos torcedores vieram do mundo todo. Vamos conferir o que parte da imprensa internacional falou sobre isso. Já se inscrevam no canal e bora!
And Argentina winning in Brazil at a World Cup qualifier for the first time ever. It's the first time any team has beaten Brazil on Brazilian soil in a World Cup qualifier. 64-0 they were prior to this one. But a header from Nico Otamendi in the second half gave the Albiceleste the victory. 3 vital points, keeps them at the top of the Conmebol table. But there was some unsightly scenes before kickoff. In fact, kickoff was delayed due to some fighting in the stands. It wasn't nice to see, Ali, and you just wondered, eventually there was some segregation with security and police providing a cordon, but there were a lot of Argentina fans there, and you saw Martinez go over, Messi as well, because the players' families were in that section. Have they not learned anything, the Brazilian authorities? Because we saw it in the Libertadores as well, that kind of thing is unacceptable.
Yeah, it's a major oversight from the Brazilian Federation. Let me just tell you, I don't know about the rest of the world, but this is Conmebol 101 when it comes to how to distribute fans in the stadium. It is automatic that the visiting fans will be put in an area that is far away from everybody else, not behind the goal in a lower bowl, right in the middle of all Brazilian fans. That's just asking for trouble. That is what's already a tense environment. Now, let's not forget that both of these teams came into this match after having lost their games. So there was some nervous energy around this match historically because it's Brazil, because it's Argentina, and then nervous energy because of their results. And then, hey, I'll tell you what would be a good idea. Let's intermingle. Let's all have them all together. What's the worst that could potentially happen here? What happens is that fans start singing, and some of the songs tend to go one way or the other, and people don't like it, and eventually you say something, some hand gestures, and here we go, madness ensues. All of that could have been avoided if you just do, as I said, this is Conmebol World Cup Qualifier 101 sitting arrangement. This is the first thing that we teach in that class, and that is the visiting fans, they're up there by themselves, separated not only by a security or in fact by empty stands as well, and you essentially create a physical separation so that there is no chance of any of this happening. I can tell you from my own experience and my parents' experience, years ago, we went to Uruguay in a World Cup qualifier at Estadio Centenario, and we won 3-0. Right? It was an excuse to bring the fact that we won 3-0 at Uruguay. But regardless, I digress. 3-0. My dad and my brother were at the stadium. They were not allowed to leave the stadium until everybody else left. And once they were put in the bus that was going to take them directly to the hotel, that bus was protected by essentially horses. And the bus driver at the time said to the Venezuelan fans, look, listen, you won, it's great, good job, but let's not get crazy in the bus, and let's not start yelling at people, because you know what they're going to do? They're going to try to burn the bus down, and this is how I make a living. So this is the sort of emotion and behavior that we're talking about. And if you know that's the sort of attention that matches like this, and whatever the circumstances they bring upon the game and the players and the stadium and the occasion, then you have to be prepared for it. And it's a basic behavior from any football federation in South America to go and separate the fans. Because guess what? You can trust the fans all you want, but they're not going to behave, right? There are going to be songs that cross the line, and those songs that cross the line are going to get the attention of the one that is right next to them on the in the stands, and back and forth is going to happen. And what's the end result in that? Are they going to shake hands and say, hey, that was a really good song that you just sang. That was really creative. I really enjoyed it. No, 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 no. We're not talking about reasonable people here. And so eventually emotions get out of control and the game gets delayed and we see this behavior that is embarrassing for everybody involved.